Hello, everyone. I wanted to start this podcast just to give people a basic understanding of what I'm going through to put together my solar configuration. Now, this is not going to be a large one. It's just going to have a few panels. But I wanted to touch on some of the concepts and things that I run across as I put this together so that you can understand what it takes if you want to do your own. For example, a couple of first things to look for right off the rip is what's the efficiency of your panels. Usually they're in the 20% range. In addition to that, what is the maximum input that your power unit can take? Now, the system I've got some pair of EcoFlow panels that are 100 watt. I've got a couple of 220 watt bifacial EcoFlow portable panels, and I've got a Renogy 220 bifacial. And what's important to note when you're looking at this stuff is where is it going to go? So from those panels, I have EcoFlow internal battery systems. Okay, so I'm looking to expand, but right now I've got a 2 kilowatt Delta, and I've got a couple of Rivers, a River Pro and an original River. First thing to note is make sure that you get things with lithium batteries in it because they can discharge down to 20% without causing any damage to the life expectancy of the battery, which is better than you can get off of lead acid, which can only go down to about 50%. But pay attention to how much power you've got coming into your device. For example, the specification for a River for the solar power coming in is less than the Delta. The Delta tops out at about 500 watts. So that means I can't put more than 500 watts of panel putting power into that. The River is less than that. Well, I've got right now over 400 watts of power that could come in. So what you do in those cases, obviously, is you use your electrical power cord that comes with the River Pro 2 to plug into the Delta, let the Delta recharge the River Pro 2 while the Delta gets the power from the outside, and you've got a daisy-chained system that in total is almost 3 kilowatts. If I get the 3 kilowatt system later this summer, which is my plan, that one will be the main source of power. And from there, that will be able to power and charge my other devices. So it's kind of a daisy-chained system, but at the same time, it allows me to take advantage of more panels. Now, my goal for my initial design is 2 100-watt panels with the 220, which will keep me under what the Delta can take. But when I move up, I have those 2 portable panels, which means I can swap them in at any time and get the system to work. So in this episode, I just wanted to talk about the main design. I have some interesting design things I want to do later on. But I wanted to give you guys a background for what the design is going to be. So it's a Renogy panel, 220 watt bifacial, and 2 100 watt EcoFlow panels. The EcoFlows are going to be in series, and they will be going into a collector box for the main system with the Renogy. Next time, I'll talk about the difference between serial and parallel and what a collector box does for you and why I think it's important for you to have one. But that's what I got for you for this first episode, and I'll talk to you guys all next week.